everybody, welcome back to CM42 TV. Here we are, ladies and gents, for my January 2019 Blu-ray collection update video. Yes, hello, welcome in, happy end of January, ladies and gents. We've just had the first month of the year, can you believe it? The year's flying in. And here's my January update. Last year, 2018, for maybe 3 or 4 months I did these monthly. I did August, September, November and maybe December, I'm not sure. Blu-ray collection updates and stuff, and I really enjoyed doing them, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to do them monthly. But I had to save for Christmas and stuff like that, so I didn't really think too much about it. But now we're in the new year, let's try and do these monthly again. And the big story of January 2019 is the sad news that HMV has announced that it is away back into liquidation. See ya. Away back into liquidation for the second time in 5 years. I say that with the strut in my voice because HMV is that place. It's like my shop that I go to when the fam or my friends or whatever were in town and they go somewhere that I'm not interested in, and I can go and have a look at the movies and the wrestling DVDs in HMV. And I remember, I don't know how long ago it was, I'm sure it wasn't any more than 5 years ago, but the first time the HMV announced that they were going into liquidation, loads of stores in the country shut down, and now I can only think of maybe 2 or 3 big ones in Glasgow, which is where I'm fae. That the HMV is now. There's one in Braehead. There's one in town. There might be a couple more, but like the big ones really shut down. You know, I remember the first time it went into liquidation, the big HMV, the 3-floor HMV in Glasgow, that shut down. I guess it worked, you know, shutting down these stores, and they were able to stay open. But now they've announced they're way back into liquidation again, which is a shame because I love HMV. And this month, I thought, you know, anything I'm going to buy or whatever, I wanted to buy in HMV. I wanted to go and support physical media because, you know, they totally need my money. And it's not that they need my money, but, you know, and not that my money is going to really do them much good or make much of a difference, but I felt myself, you know, holding back ordering things online and stuff, and I thought I'll just buy stuff in HMV this month, just while the sales are on or whatever. So there was a few things, especially some new titles that were a bit cheaper. The sales aren't mental. There was a few things before in my life where HMV they've had really mental sales, but you know, you'd imagine there'd be quite, you know, a lot of stuff on sale, and there was, but it wasn't too much I was interested in. I picked up 7 things from HMV this past month, so whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. So here we go. These are the new things that I picked up from HMV in January 2019. First off, we have the Kevin Bridges brand new tour, which I don't understand why he called it the brand new tour, because in 2 years time, where he has another new tour, will that be the brand new tour? I don't know, but this is the Kevin Bridges newest show. I was here live, not at this particular show, but on this tour, on the brand new tour. I went to see him, I think it was in November, at the Hydro, and it was great. There's something about stand-up comedy that I just prefer watching it, you know, at home, whether it be on Netflix or on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. I don't know why, maybe because when you're there, there's kind of like pressure and you're expecting to laugh, you know what I mean? And I guess you're just taking, and it's like anything, you know, some people prefer listening to music at home with earphones and there's no one else around, you can really take in the song or whatever. Whereas some people prefer to see it live. I guess it's just a taste thing, but this is the new Kevin Bridges show. One of my favourite comedians, if not my favourite, obviously, because he lives fucking half an hour away from me, but still, I'm very biased and, you know, towards my homegrown comedians. But if you find a comedian funny for any reason, doesn't matter what it is, for any reason, then, you know, it's fair, you know, it's a good argument. So Kevin Bridges, the brand new tour, I had to make sure to buy it because I have them all, I think. Movies now. First one is Blockers. But I did a whole movie vlog watching this for the first time, so I got this recommended to me by my good close personal friend, Ewan John Ferguson, my co-host on the Good Bit podcast. We did our top 10 films of 2018 podcast, which is available now on CM42 TV, the massive production value of the 3-camera shoot, which was great fun. And this film was on his list, and when I was editing the podcast and when I was premiering the podcast on YouTube, I was kind of watching it back and kind of, you know, reliving the episode or whatever, and he was talking about how much he loved Blockers and how much he loved Big Match John's performance, and I was like, do you know what, I've got it, let's go and watch it. So I did a movie vlog talking about it, so if you want all my thoughts on this film, you can check out my movie vlog that is available now on CM42 TV, but all I'll say is, hilarious movie. The next one is it's a horror. Would you consider this a horror? I'd probably say so. The Shallows. This was very, very, very cheap. I believe it was, sometimes I keep the price in here, but oh yes I have, $4.49. which is always a good laugh. They have the weird disc with Blake Lively, who I love. Big fan of Blake Lively for many reasons. I think she's a talented actress, very, very, very talented actress, but she's also very stunning. The best shark movie since Jaws. Now, Jaws is arguably my favourite movie of all time, so is it the best shark movie since Jaws? Maybe. It is a really good one. There's not many great shark movies, you know. That's why Jaws blows them all out of the water. See what I... never mind. Of course, there's other ones like 47 Metres Down and Deep Blue Sea and The Reef and all things like that, all the big shark films, and The Meg, of course. But this came before The Meg, and I believe this is probably a bit better than The Meg. Although I really did like the new shark blockbuster with Jason Statham. I thought it was amazing how The Meg turned from being such a horrible shark thriller into a daft comedy. If you've seen the film, you must know what I mean. But yeah, The Shallows is great. This is one of my co-hosts on the Good Bit podcast, Dom. His favourite movie of all time is The Shallows. So every time I see this picture, or every time I see this film, or hear The Shallows, I think of Dom. So, love you, Dom. Okay, another one. This is a recent film, a 2017 release that I absolutely loved when I saw it in cinemas, and not many people that I talked to really liked it. A couple did, but not, you know, not like loads. But I think it's great. I think it's genius. I think it's just an amazing, stunning, beautiful film, and that is The Florida Project. And I just about had a heart attack when I saw the price, or when I heard about the price. I actually heard about it in a video, but the price was £2.99. £2.99 for one of my favourite movies from 2017. I couldn't get to HMV faster. I think I was at work and I had my break, and I took my break and I was like going to go to HMV and get some of these that were on sale, and the one I was looking for was this because I knew the price. I was like, if I get nothing, I just want to spend £2.99 on The Florida Project. It's basically a mother who I'm oddly attracted to, but she's amazing, and a wee girl who is also amazing in this film. They basically are living on benefits, they're living on, you know, dirty money basically, behind Disney World in Florida. And every night they can see the fireworks and stuff, but the mum can't really tell the daughter that it's Disney World or whatever, you know. It's kind of like a hidden land, you know. And just to think, just imagine the magic and the joy that girl would have if she saw Disney World and she was able to go. But obviously, you know, she can't afford it, or the mum can't afford to take her there. So, great film, highly, highly, highly recommended. Not many people talked about it, but it would definitely, I don't think it made my top 10 of 2017, but I think it was like my number 11 or 12, so I loved it. Very, very underrated. Speaking of underrated, this one did make it onto my list of my top 10 films of 2018. Yes, one of my favourite movies from last year, Isle of Dogs. Oh my god, this film is amazing. It's so good. Wes Anderson's masterpiece. Another Wes Anderson masterpiece, should I say. I love his films, I love his style of filmmaking, and the fact that this was an animated film just blew everything else out of the water. Look at this. The artwork is so like simple, and normally I give that a hard time, but it works so well here. So you got your basic disc with sort of the logos, you know, the Japanese writing. But then of course in here, if I take the disc out, you got this cool wee sort of picture here. Pray for Italian spots. If you've seen the film, you know what that means, because this is the dogs that go missing, and it's all about this boy trying to find his lost dog. So yeah, Isle of Dogs made my list for the top 10 films of 2018, as I said, and there was something about this film where I knew it was going to be good, and I knew I was going to love it because it was Wes Anderson. And I was with two of my mates who I don't know if they'd ever seen a Wes Anderson film, but there was like a sort of expectation that I kind of built him up for them. I was kind of like, wait to see this filmmaker, the style of films that he has and stuff, and it's a kind of different sort of animation, and they were kind of like, okay, and we went to see the film and they loved it, so that was a kind of sort of a win for me, I guess. But Wes Anderson's movies are just so good, and they're so fun to watch and so relaxing to watch, and anything about a dog and, you know, someone's love for their pet or something is always going to be a charm to watch, you know. Isle of Dogs is amazing, and a proud addition to the Blu-ray collection for me. And speaking of proud additions to my collection, another one that made my list for the top 10 movies of 2018, one that was very, 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 very high up on that list, and that's Lady Bird. Yes, it is one of my favourite movies from the last decade, maybe. One of my favourite movies from last year for sure. Saoirse Ronan, my favourite actress currently working. I think she's absolutely brilliant. I think she's beautiful. I think she's hilarious. I think she's I just think she's amazing. She's my favourite actress, and this film is so good. It is the ultimate coming of age film. It rivals Boyhood for my favourite coming of age films. Boyhood I'd probably like a little bit better just because I could relate to it a little bit more for obvious reasons, but just other things as well. I just love Lady Bird so much, and this was so cheap. It was in the sale, and when I saw it was in the sale for like $6.99 or something, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't wait to buy it. No, because I was going to buy it anyway, you know what I mean? I would have happily paid full price or whatever that would have been, you know, on Amazon, whatever, $12.99 or whatever it is, normal price for new releases and stuff. But yeah, can't say enough good things about this film. It's so funny, it's hilarious, it's so sweet, it's heartbreaking at times. It's all about this girl just trying to prove that she's better than everybody says she is and better than she said she is before. She's like trying to prove to her parents that she can get into uni and stuff, and it's like, it's so good, man. It's such a joy to watch, and it's so funny as well. So check out Lady Bird if you can. One of my favourite movies from last year, and one of my favourite movies of the decade, maybe of all time. Let's just go there. One of my favourite coming of age films of all time, and maybe one of my favourite movies ever. And finally, my God, finally, let's close this one out with a total blind buy. Another one of my weird moments where I've just saw something that's been a little bit cheaper than usual, and I've went, yeah, let's just buy it. It's happened before, recently, and it happened for January, and it is Easy Rider. Yes, the Criterion Blu-ray release. Now, normally, Criterion films are £18 in HMV, sometimes $16.99. This was, I believe, $14.99. A pound maybe off, maybe £2, maybe £3 off. I don't know how much it was off, but it was a couple pounds off. And I was thinking, you know what? We're on this buying spree, and I'm here to help physical media. Come on. And I'm here to help HMV because they're in liquidation for the second time in 5 years. Let's buy it. So, and I was just, you know, I was in one of those moods anyway, and I don't regret it in the slightest because not only am I trying to build up a sort of a varied, you know, Blu-ray collection, but I'm trying to, you know, watch some more classic films that you always hear about that I've never seen. So always Criterion does it so beautifully. You get your disc, which is really cool, and you get this wee sort of booklet which has an essay in it, like this, bum bum bum, all the way out, tells you things about the film and stuff. So that's always very interesting. I'm yet to check this film out, by the way, but it just looks so up my street. I don't really know what to expect, and that's always a good thing. That's happened a few times recently. I picked up The Naked City from Arrow Academy, and I watched that and I really enjoyed that. Maybe not as much as I was hoping. I kind of thought it was alright, but that was a total blind buy, but I'd never even heard of the film. This one is a bit different. This is one I've had my eye on. I've been kind of looking at all these sort of Criterions and seeing which ones I can get at maybe a good deal or like a better price or something. This one's always come up, and I love the artwork as well. It just kind of looks cool, and of course the Criterion always gives you loads of beautiful special features. This is Spine 545, so that's always very interesting to see when it was released in Criterion. So yeah, Easy Rider. Again, total blind buy, don't know what to expect, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So there we go. There are my 7 new pickups for January 2019, my attempt to help out HMV by spending approximately 40 quid or something, which of course will go a long way, but hey ho, it's nice to support whatever you can. Listen, every penny counts, we all know this, you know what I mean? And that's not the reason why I bought these. I'm not saying I wouldn't have bought them elsewhere. I just did buy them, and it just so happened to be in HMV because they might be closing down at some point. Kevin Bridges' brand new tour for the time being, and these 6 awesome films: Blockers, The Shallows, The Florida Project, Isle of Dogs, Lady Bird, and Easy Rider. Most looking forward to checking out Easy Rider out of them, because it's a blind buy, but of course I love Isle of Dogs and Florida Project and Lady Bird as well. The Shallows is just a nice film I really enjoy, and Blockers, you can check out my opinions and stuff like that on my movie vlog that I did a couple of weeks ago. So there we go, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all well. Until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at CM42TV, and please stick around for loads more content. You've been seeing what I've been doing recently, starting loads of new series, so only more of that sort of stuff to come. So thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you a lot, everybody, for watching and for taking time out of your day to not only support HMV, but for supporting me. CM42TV, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Peace!